Thank you to you all for hosting this important seminar. So colleagues, distinguished guests, today we honor the victims of jihadist totalitarianism, the Yazidi, Kurdish, Christian, Jewish, Druze, Alawite, and Iranian communities who've suffered terribly under this ideology. We remember them with resolve. I've been invited to share some insights from two reports on Islamism I released. The latest, Unmasking the Muslim Brotherhood, Brotherism, Islamophobia, and the EU, was written by two of today's keynote speakers, Dr. Florence Bergaud-Blackler and Dr. Tommaso Virgili. Their work rips the mask off this threat inside our own institutions. But when I first stood in this parliament in 2019 and questioned the European Commission about EU money flowing to Islamist networks, I certainly was in the minority. Many tried to shut the discussion down. But the tide has turned dramatically. Today, majorities across Europe are waking up. What was once dismissed as controversial is now common sense. Let's speak plainly. The Muslim Brotherhood is not a faith community. It is a sophisticated political machine, patient, legal, and strategic, built to gain influence, create parallel societies, and force our democracies to submit. Europe now faces three unmistakable warning signs. Warning sign 1, institutional capture. Brotherhood networks set up umbrella organizations and claim to speak for all Muslims. They grab the seats at the table, the funding, and the influence, while genuine reformers are sidelined. This is not integration, this is infiltration. Warning sign 2, taxpayer-funded subversion. EU, national, and local money has poured into groups that advance Islamist objectives. We are literally paying for the erosion of our own societies. If Brussels audits every farmer's field, it can sure as hell, pardon my French, audit every euro going to NGOs. Full transparency. Warning sign 3, lawfare and intimidation. They weaponize lawyers. We saw that with the first report that I released. They threatened to sue us. And I'm happy to say the ECR Group stood firmly behind us in that. So they weaponize lawyers and the Islamophobia smear to shut down debate, weaken our defenses, and rewrite the rules until criticism itself has become forbidden. And whenever someone would accuse you of being an Islamophobe, please remind them of what organization made this a buzzword in the 1990s. The Ikhwan, the Muslim Brotherhood it was. Do they want to make themselves the accusers of us? Do they want to make themselves helpful idiots to the Muslim Brotherhood? That's the question they must get when they accuse us of anything like this. Because the time for denial and excuses is over. Europe must now act with courage and clarity. Name the ideology with no euphemisms. Cut every funding pipeline like we did in Sweden with the Ibn Rushd so-called cultural foundation. And we cut it to Islamic Relief as well. Close the legal loopholes, stand fully behind member states that secure their borders and deport threats. The infidels have the watches. We have the time. So say the Islamists. It is up to shatter that sinister strategy through a fierce defense of something that we have and they don't have, namely Western civilization and all that it stands for. Thank you very much.